y'all, it's Betsy from Cuttin Corners Vinyl in Nederland, Texas, and today we have a fun video. We're going to be doing another video in our deep dive series, and this one is over the Cricut Everyday Iron-On. Now, before we jump into the video, I did want to remind you today, February the 10th of 2021, is the last day of our 25% off your entire purchase sale. No code needed on our website and in store. And tomorrow, February the 11th of 2021, starts our 30% off of all Deco Film Soft Metallic, which, if you know, that is one of my favorite materials to work with. Now remember, those sales end and start on Central Standard Time. But you don't have to purchase from us to continue to do these videos. I love doing videos and I hope you like them too. Okay. So, I purchased this material, which I only purchased one color, and that's the red or rouge shade from Target. I think I paid $11.99 for it, but I could be wrong, but Target doesn't have sales or coupons. So I did go ahead and pull off the label, which looks like this, because I wanted to check and see if the application instructions were on here, because whenever it's rolled around, you cannot read this message that's right here that says, for tips and instructions, go to help.cricut.com and search Everyday Iron-On. Okay, so if you see me looking over here, it's because I did pull up the information from Cricut, and I like to give you accurate information from their website. This is what it says. Okay, so retail price for Cricut Everyday Iron-On is $11.99. Right now on their website it is on sale for $8.39. Each roll consists of 12 inches by 24 inches, which in centimeters is 30.5 centimeters by 61 centimeters. There are 39 colors available at this point. So that is some of the information. Okay, so we're gonna go over to the iron-on instructions. And this is what it says. Cricut Everyday Iron-On works fabulously with the widest variety of base materials, including wood. Intricate designs are simple to cut with your Cricut machine, and you will weed with ease for prep for flawless application. Find cutting and application instructions and tips below. Okay, so for what you need, this is what it says. A Cricut cutting machine, Cricut design space on a computer, mobile device, or Cricut Joy app, Cricut heat transfer guide, standard grip machine mat, so that's the green mat, fine point or premium fine point blade, Cricut Everyday Iron-On, a weeder. I like to use my Easy Weed and wooden pick, Cricut Easy Press, Heat Press, or Household Iron, Iron-On protective sheet. That says optional. I never think that's optional. You need something to protect either your iron or your heat press, whether it be just a towel of some sort, but you need something. And base material, so like your shirt or whatever you're putting it on. Okay, so for preparation, it says pre-wash fabric-based materials without fabric softener to pre-shrink and remove chemicals that may prohibit strong adhesion. So I purchase my shirts wholesale from like Bella & Canvas and Tooltex. They are made for printing directly onto, because you can't, to me personally, I can't sell a shirt that I have pre-washed and dried to shrink it. Most shirts do come pre-shrunk, but even if it says to pre-wash it, don't ever wash it with fabric softener. And don't use pods, because pods have fabric softener built in for the most part, just in case you're wondering. Okay, number 2 is recommended to verify cut settings. Perform a test cut using a small basic shape. That's not unusual across the board. Number 3, recommended to verify application settings. Apply a test cut in an inconspicuous area to the base. So again, if you've done a lot of these, a lot of shirts, those steps, you start to learn your material and what it can be applied to. And number 4, find your pressing surface. It's firm, flat, around waist high, you're golden. Be sure to avoid flimsy ironing boards, because you do need some weight behind it, because you need a lot of pressure. That is, people think a lot of times that heat transfer vinyl is nothing but heat, but that's not the case. Okay, So design, cut, and weed. We're gonna go over that section pretty quickly. Okay, but when you're applying it to the mat, just in case you're wondering, you take this shiny side down on the mat. So this goes down. Make sense? Just like this. Shiny side down, more matte side goes up. So this is the side you will see. I like to make sure that's clear. Okay. And then we have to apply it. Now, the heat transfer guide really doesn't give a whole lot of information because you can choose like everyday iron-on. There's iron-on designs. There's a lot of different materials, and we're just gonna choose like a cotton poly shirt because this shirt is, since it's a heather shirt, most shirts that are heather are like a 50-50, and so is this one. This is a Tultex, and actually it's 90% cotton, 10% polyester. Okay, so it says to preheat for 5 seconds the shirt, apply at 315 for 30 seconds, light pressure, and flip and press again for 15 seconds. It's a cold peel. Now, since I'm doing this with a heat press, I shouldn't have to do all those steps. Like I'll have to preheat it, but I don't have to do a light pressure for 30 seconds. You can do 315 typically for 15 seconds. So, but one thing that it does have as a note in here is if using a household iron, use the cotton linen settings, generally the highest temperature settings. Make sure the steam setting is off. Preheat the application area of your base material for 10 to 15 seconds. Place weeded image liner side up. Apply medium pressure with the iron for 25 to 30 seconds. Material, flip it over and iron the back side and use cold peel to remove the liner. Okay, so I have played with applying iron-on with a home iron. I would not use the linen settings, the highest settings. I would keep it on cotton because linen goes up to a much higher heat and you will melt your iron-on if you do it on linen settings on most home irons. But you can spot check it too, because doing that high of a heat for that long of a time, you're likely to burn your material. Just helpful settings. And then it says wait 24 hours before washing and embellishing items. For longest life, wash and dry the embellished item inside out. If areas of the iron-on material lift after washing, simply follow the complete application instructions to reapply. So hopefully this helps. I have uploaded the design we're using up to my Patreon page because I was doing design parts in this, but it makes the videos too long, so we'll keep the design ideas for different days. So give me a moment and I'll change the camera angle and we'll go over how to make this. Okie dokie. So as you can see, I have Cricut Design Space open. I'm going to go down here to upload, go to upload image, browse, and then I'm going to go right here to downloads and choose my XOXO design. Now, as I said, this file is available on Patreon for the $4 or more a month patrons, and if you're $10 or more a month, it is a commercial use SVG. So there we go. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to weld this because we're cutting it in one color. I'm going to click Make It. There we go. We do want to go ahead and mirror this. I don't want a big print today, y'all, so we're going to keep it where it's almost 9 inches wide. And then we're going to click Continue. It's going to take a second. I don't know, have y'all, and then we're going to choose Everyday Iron-On. So if you'll give me a moment to change the camera angle, we'll go over how to put this together. Okie dokie, so as you can see, I have the Cricut Everyday Iron-On laid out on my heat press. So we're just gonna weed it. So far it's weeding nicely. It does feel a little bit thin. And there was certain information I could not find out about Cricut iron-on, kind of like whenever I was looking for information on Paper Studio. I cannot find out if Cricut is CS IPA, I think is what it is, how it's worded, which is that it's safe for use on children's clothing. So if you know, please let me know down below. But yeah, I couldn't find that information, which always bugs me because I do want to make sure that if I am recommending something, so say this works good now, because I think they have changed their vinyl a little bit since the last time I've used it. And let me know down below if next week you want me to go ahead and do Caesar Easy Weed, or if you want me to go ahead and do the wash test on all the shirts I've made so far. Just keep washing them and drying them and see what holds up the best. So let me know that down below as well. So we've got my t-shirt laid out on my heat press. It is preheated to 315 degrees, just like they said. I'm gonna pull it with the shirt off, just like normal. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and cover with the Teflon sheet first. And we're gonna follow the instructions where it said to go ahead and preheat it. And let me know how you like this camera angle. I was messing with the angle a little bit, so. We're gonna preheat this for about 10 seconds. Because they said 10 to 15. So we're just gonna do 10. Okay. Move my Teflon sheet out of the way. Grab my t-shirt guide, which I use a 16-inch because this is a 16-inch press. So I was messing with the zoom. That doesn't help. Okay, see, part of the problem, there we go. I can't get all the corners. So, got my XOXO y'all design. Line it up. Make sure everything's lined up. Give myself a center crease mark. Line it up on the shirt. There we go. Cover with the Teflon sheet. And now we're gonna heat it for a full 15 seconds. Because again, this is an industrial strength heat press. I think heating it for 30 seconds will be too long, but we'll double check, like if it doesn't want to stick. For this, we will take and redo it. Okay. Okay, that seems to be sticking pretty well. I mean, we do have a little bit of liftage. Ah, there is actually some lift. So, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is cover and reheat. Now, with the way that my heat press works, I typically don't have to go and reheat. Well, I never have to go and reheat from the backside because this platen is good at doing heat. That only heated for 7 seconds, so we're gonna go ahead and heat it for 15 more. You know, see how it goes. But yeah, if you are using a home iron, make sure you double check stuff. Okay. Okay, that looks pretty good. So you can see the texture of the shirt there. I'm not sure if you can see it on camera. So that tells me it's good and adhered. So if you'll give me a moment, we'll change the camera angle and go over everything we did. Hopefully you liked this deep dive into the Cricut iron-on. This tends to look and feel a little bit better than previous versions of their iron-on, so I have high hopes for it. So as I said, let me know down below if you're ready for me to go ahead and start doing the wash and dry test, or if you want me to go ahead and do the Caesar Easy Weed first. But I guess that's it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up, and we'll see y'all later. Bye.